Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Eric at Covenant of Love. This video is going to be entitled Gatekeepers. I wasn't going to call it Gatekeepers and Idiots, but I'm going to try to be as respectful as possible. It's very hard to be respectful when you're dealing with people that are asinine, to say the least. So, for those of you that don't know about my old battles, I now have a second channel, my backup channel. It's called the Covenant of Comedy, and I'm going to be putting all my old videos with me fully angry, cursing, the whole bit. And basically anybody that is using my copyrighted material, you will be taken down, period. I'm tired of people that are not debating me, but rather trying to use what I have instead of being men or women and dealing with it. That being said, so I have two channels. Notice to YouTube, there's a person called Covenant of Love 3000. He is a troll. He has harassed me. He has threatened me. And he's a coward. He's hiding. He's another person that has no videos, who hides behind his screen, like most of these, like Mac used to do. Mac was an utter total coward. I had to challenge him and challenge him and challenge him to get him to do what I do. That goes also for the Draco Slayer, which Amun is not the devil. I would love to debate all you guys, but you're all a bunch of cowards. You insult, use other people's videos, and then you run and hide and block. So Xeon, this video is for you, okay? And this video is for people that are in the midst of people that are either totally delusional or liars, okay? And I do not subscribe to the whole atheistic thing that all these people are psychopaths, or anybody that believes in a higher power is crazy. That goes out to David's 1113, whose name means 666. I look at people's comments like this guy David's. All he does is go around and bash people constantly. And that's all most of all of these people do. So we're going to go through some quick stuff. Everybody that's been putting out news and they're covering the war and all these other things, it's old news. If you went back and you looked at the documentaries that are out there, you'd know that there was a general that he went to either the CIA or the Pentagon, and he looked at an outline for going to war with 5 countries, the last 2 being Syria and Iran. These are not new things. When you get so close to this kind of study, you could sit there and look at every little thing and think it's the end of the world. It's good to have an understanding of what it is, but you still have to grow up and live your life. And I think that's the lessons that I'm getting these days, is to be happy where I'm at, okay? And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you why I've had to make this video, because I am angry. I'm angry right now. And back in the day, I used to go off and do these different things. I'm going to try to help people that are surrounding these people understand who these people are, okay? So I'm going to start with a little bit of history. So everybody says, oh, the UN, the UN, the UN. If you've actually gone into the books, like these people tell you not to do, and there's a reason why they tell you not to. First off, you can get a Jewish encyclopedia. It will help you see things that occurred in Denmark and Switzerland and these places. If you do your history, like things like the Justice League and these different names, there has been over 150 names for the UN. At one point, they were considering Alaska. Okay, it turned out to be Israel, and you see the biblical outline of it. Now, I'm not here to bash Christians, but as a person that loves truth and who is a truther, it is hard for me to fathom how you can't get into the Bible and not notice certain things. I don't think I'm gifted in any way. Okay, I have talents, but everybody has different talents. My talent has been a quality of research without having to push it. I don't push my research. I let it evolve on its own through study and then pondering it, study and then contemplation. So we know that the UN has had many, many names. It's very clear to see the individuals that have brought this about. Everybody that sits there, oh, the Illuminati, you know, this hidden this, hidden that. None of it's hidden. I've explained that it's in the early 1800 dictionary. You can actually look it up. Along with that, I've recommended that you looked up septa and everything under 7, like 9/11, 7/11, the pyramid ratio. And I've asked people, go do the research. So they don't. So I've been blocked by one of the ones, Mr. McCleary, and there's other individuals. Saturn sucks. You know, there's 3 guys that are one. They don't want to debate the truth. They don't want to get into the truth. So one of the things that I did was mainly when I was talking about I got the code now was all Venus, and Venus still stands strong. So a guy like Mac, he's making these videos about the full body, the big butted woman, and the big. We all know that's Venus, and been put out a long, long time ago. Mac, you're not telling anything new. You're telling, and I didn't put it out first. Okay, it's common knowledge in the inner esoteric workings. You people are copycats, and you present just enough to seem like you're doing something, but you're not putting out what it is. So the Star of David or the Star of Saturn, whatever you want to call it, opens many doors. Listen to what the Bible says. It's not just one thing. So I showed you the mathematics of Venus throughout it, right? I was corrected in some aspects by Proto Man 420, which I accept criticism. I accept people that have more knowledge, and I will learn from these things. But I showed you that Venus is also Mercury, and in the main way it's Mercury, but it's also when they call it like the double triangle, it's Venus and Mercury as well. But these are just a couple aspects. This particular symbol holds many, 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 many things. Okay, I'm going to show you in another video, not this one, but I will show you what 3 up and 3 down is clearly, and I've already told you what it is. But all these gentlemen want to try to put me down, and they want to put me down for the books, but the books are going to debunk all of you, because you guys, you know, I want to call you idiots, but you're not. You guys know what you're doing. And I'm not talking about Xeon's friends. I'm talking about one of the ones in Xeon, Mr. McCleary. These people that are blatantly liars, okay? So see the truth. You think that I'm dragging something on, but I have to stand up to when people lie, when they blatantly lie, okay? I don't need a guy unblocking me so he can challenge me and then he blocks me. You're saying I'm doing it, but I'm not doing it. Mac is doing it, okay? Mac called me out the very first time I met him by insulting me, okay? Then he got into talking about rape and my children and molestation and these different things. That's not something that fucking goes away. Do I have compassion for him because he's mentally ill? Absolutely. But am I going to sit here and just take his bullshit? No fucking way. And if you guys don't like cursing, you might as well get out, because this is going to be kind of a long video. So here I am to debunk one of the ones and Xeon. And when I mean debunk, I don't mean to debunk the information that they're putting out, and I don't mean to any way insult or say that these are absolute truths, what I'm about to talk about. But I'm going to explain where these individuals come from and why they're either shills, completely delusional, or insane. So I believe that one of the ones has actually put out a couple videos where he's talking about seeing alien ships or something. I don't watch the guy because I don't need to. He started with the Necronomicon. You know, I went through a whole group of people where they're telling me, well, it's a reference to a real book. It's from H.P. Lovecraft. And if you guys look at the Order of the Trapezoid, and if you look at, you know, the Brotherhood of Set, okay, you can see all these things, okay, and the OTO and the Brotherhood of Saturn, the Fraternity of Saturn, okay. I don't want to get involved with these individuals. There is a dark side and a light side and a neutral side, okay. what we're dealing with is very real, and you guys, because of your childish antics, put me on the line and my safety. And I guess at this point it really doesn't matter anymore. This is what I've got to do to help you, or help even one person around you. This is what I'm going to do. So this Urantia book, I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I did a little research on it, and these papers were found. Nobody knew who wrote it, and it's in between 1924 and 1955. Now this coincides with the development of the newer world order, the old order that's the new order, because we all know it's the same order, and as far as I'm concerned, it could have been here 150,000 years, 250,000 years, like the Hindus talk about. I lean heavily on Egypt, the teachings of Egypt right now, and from Enki and the Sumerians. Now, I don't demonize everything, because there is a very clear way to separate those that sacrifice from those that are not superstitious but believe in a higher power. It's very easy to separate them. But what I did do when I came on here is I told you guys read Morals and Dogma by Albert Pike, okay? And I told you to read Helen B. Blavatsky, okay? And I told you to read these things, one, because she shows you that all the religions have the same numbers, okay? Now, we all know she had a magazine called Lucifer Magazine. And in the beginning, if you actually have taken the time to read her, you understand how intelligent she is. It's scary intelligence at some points. I mean, her grasp of writing and the words that she uses are unbelievable. Now, in The Secret Doctrine, if you get an old copy, you're going to see some fold-out schematics or symbology that explains quite a bit of what she's talking about. Now, she looks at light as Lucifer or a being. At this point, I don't. Okay, I see light as the seven rays, and I do see the seven rays. The one white light and color, and I've explained this to you. And people like Floyd, Pink Floyd, and See the Truth. They're putting this stuff out where they're talking a little bit about it. Mac, I understand the reflective principles of light and the vibrational frequencies. I get what I'm talking about. I understand that we're in darkness. And for people that understand that, you should understand we are in darkness. Where, it gets into the protons and photons, all this crap. But what I wanted to get into is philosophy and ideology today. And this is the part that's going to debunk these people. So they're using this Urantia book, I believe it's called. If you read into it, it talks about Michael and Lucifer and these different things, but I really want you just to listen to the style of the writing, okay? And the key words that they use. And you're going to end up with an understanding that it is theosophy based, okay? It's not new. It's a plagiarized work, but I don't think it's plagiarized. I think they put this out because the more, the guy that did the Illuminati 13 Bloodlines, he explained to you that they've broken down, because before it was a circle, and you get into the one person. Now it's not like that. It's a grid so that you guys, it's harder for you to actually connect the actual individuals, okay? But I'm going to put some links in here, and we're talking about their philosophy, even though they're not particularly using it, is the Ascended Master philosophy. And if you look at the Summit House, you'll see that she uses, she's now passed away, the preacher or whatever she was, teaches the exact same thing. And all this very descriptive stuff about angels, the higher power, connecting, letting this other being into you, that all has to do with what these guys are talking about. So Lucifer is not Satan. It does go back to Phosphorus, and it does go back to Rome, and it does go back to a group of gods, which I haven't done anything on. I've just been busy, man. I haven't had the time to do it. But there was a group in Rome, and Rome took over Rome. the Romans actually went in there and they merged the religion of those people that were already there. It's very interesting stuff, and it's nothing that commonplace. It's not something that you've heard of in movies or anything. It's very, very interesting how quiet they've kept it, so it must be important. But these individuals are again claiming this Christ thing like Mac does. They're coming at us with different angles, but what they're really doing is not teaching what Christ taught. And Truth Speller touched on this. I was very happy to hear him talk as he did. And to be a Christian, he understands what being a Christian is. I don't claim Jesus Christ because there is no Jesus Christ. There's no name Jesus Christ. I don't like Galactic Wacko. Okay, the guy, was respectful to me. He got very rude once I dealt with Bill. And I was glad that he did, because then every time somebody has a problem, I just look at them. So he's made false prophecies, although he's not claiming to be a prophet. He does say that things come to him. He writes things on the wall, okay? It's the same with Dave J. He's thumbing up some guy's video recently. I'm looking at the whole video's cursing and talking about beating the hell out of somebody. And there's Dave J. This is a good video, okay? They're all fake Christians. All of them are fake, okay? Christ told you, if you are a New Testament Christian, Christ told you that you can have his powers, that you can be like him, okay? Period. That's what he stated, right? If we keep listening to these people that do all this crazy stuff, and then, oh yeah, I'm into Jesus Christ. So the Urantia book was developed because a woman had a husband, or these couple had next to them had a husband that was always sleeping and she couldn't wake him up, and one day he just started talking. He just started talking, and she started writing down all these papers, but he wanted to remain anonymous. But the bottom line is they were channeling. And we know that one of the ones is constantly talking about how he talks to spirits, or he saw spirits. I mean, I haven't listened to him in a long time, but back in the day, he talked about this kind of stuff. So these spiritual beings, and like Nikola Tesla talks about it. I mean, there's other individuals where there's credibility that they're talking to something. They just say they were in dreams and they spoke to something in dreams. But the reason I'm doing this is because one of the kids that Zion, just flip around some of the vowels, he went into a room and he started telling this individual that I couldn't be trusted, that I'm an agent, and all this very stupid, childish antics. And yet he's involved with a trickle-down offshoot of theosophy. Okay, these people are, I'd like to say they're ignorant, but I don't think they are. I would call them gatekeepers, okay? Because if you get the books, you start to shed the false literature. You start to see the plagiarism. The plagiarism is a good thing to see in the Bible because it leads you to the allegories. It leads you to Sumar. It leads you to the real six-fingered man, this Nimrod or this Gilgamesh. These things are in the Bible for a reason. It's because there are lazy, profane people. So what you do is you have a guy like a Mac or a Xeon. They're giving you some truths, but not all the truths. And what I mean by truth is I don't have the final truth, but I know that they have lies that block you from passing through these things to the higher realms of higher education. And I mean that spiritually, okay? Mac making comments like, I could write all the books, and I've given you everything, and I made you this, and I brought you the code, and I made you do this. The guy has nothing. Look, my willpower's strong. He's not in my life, okay? I'm me, and I know who I am. I'm comfortable in my skin, okay? So, Rural Killer, you made a comment that, yeah, you made me change my name. Okay, you're an idiot. You're delusional as well. Why is my name archaic symbolism? Well, it's because it's the beginning, the first symbols. That's why I made it. Not only is that why I made it, but I Googled it when I thought of it, because I thought of it. And when I thought about it, I ended up seeing a PDF file from the Theosophy Society. which is also, the document's also called archaic symbolism. So things work out because you are good. Things work out because you are striving. Things work out because you don't give in and you don't follow man. So what they're trying to tell me is because I read, I'm following man. No, I'm discerning men. Okay, I'm moving them away. I'm getting out of the dogma. Okay, here's another thing, and I'm tired. I'm not holding any more punches. Okay, I don't. You know what? I lost my train of thought. I don't know if I told you guys what this kid did, but let me just say this. Max says he's not in the system. Okay, Max says he's going broke and he's going to be homeless. Where's Mac getting his money? How does Max survive? How does he get the guitar strings? How does he pay for electricity? He's in the system. Okay? It is utter bullshit to me to keep listening to these people that live in a house, sleep in a bed, that tear down masons or men that have built countries. Okay? There is good and bad in everything, but for the most part, people are good. You are seeing if we went 7 billion people, okay, maybe 1 billion of them are evil. Maybe. Okay? I have a friend that knows a guy that's a DA, and they say it. The media is pumping out all these things that you see. Oh, and by the way, everything you're looking at right now militaristically is the Iron Mountain Report 2. Everything that came out a long time ago, you're just seeing it come to fruition, and you're reporting on everything as a false flag, like Dave J. Not everything's a false flag. I actually know people that had people pass away in these things where I brought it up, and I brought it up 2 days ago, and this person started crying because they lost family members. You guys have to understand that death is real in the Matrix. People are starving. Inoculations are causing miscarriages in uncivilized countries. This shit is real. I had another woman, and she has the partner, you know who the two that I was with where I ended up fighting Bill all the time, kept telling me that the lady that made the stuff about vitamins becoming illegal, that she was bullshit. Okay, I've done the real research. Okay, I know the real research, and it's all true, and it's all come to fruition. I went to go get vitamins one day, and everything was 2,000 times what it was supposed to be, and I realized they had just lowered what you usually get. So, how do I know that the agenda of the Luciferians is real? Okay, because unlike all these other assholes that keep talking shit to me, I went to the UN and I signed up on their mailing list, and I got to the Theosophy Society or Lucius Trust. Okay? I'm tired of hearing people that don't do the research talk like they know what they're saying. Okay? You guys are full of shit. You're all chicken shit. Open up. Open up. Okay? Unblock me. A Xeon with you and your buddy. Unblock me. I'll just take it what you're saying and I'll break it down for you. Okay? That's what I can do. I'm not here to play games with you, okay? There's little kids that are being sold into slavery every single day. You guys are punk-ass chumps. And that brings me to I got the code. Okay, you mother sucker, okay? You got a video right now on your site of me talking about the day before my mother died. Okay, and on it you call Eric a pussy because he's crying. I want you, when your family members die, when something happens to your family, I want you to think about that video, and you better pray you overcome it like I did. Okay? And you know that little girl you got in the picture with you too? I hope when her parents pass away, she thinks about it too. I'm getting tired of all you little fuckers. You get me? Okay, you're not badasses. It's funny to make all the fun. You know what? You're in your mama's house. None of you kids are working. There's not a single one of you that's doing anything real in life. You spend way too much time on the internet and not enough time reading. And like, man, I just look at it just a little bit. I look at your comments, Sion. You're like a little child with one of the ones. Okay? He's a fake. He's a phony. He started with the Necronomicon, a fake book. Then he got you out of the Bible into this other book where it leads back into other things. And people that see beings and ghosts and all these different things. I have seen things, so I'm not going to just say that they're not real, okay? But I am going to tell you, you're following somebody that's doing exactly what the Bible says not to do. Do you get that? And that goes for everybody that listens to Mac. Okay, see the truth. I'm not mad at you. I don't care if you watch my videos. I don't care if you think I'm an idiot. Okay, but I'm being honest, and that's what I'm trying to get at here. Okay, Mac pulled his love video, and Xeon went and put it out. He had to pull it because of all the crazy, hateful things he put out. Okay? I don't care about all this fucking bullshit drama. You guys are drama queens, all of you. All of you that are into all this bullshit, that don't take the time to go into the books. When you come at me, you don't realize that I am holding my tongue. I am trying to stay out of this shit. Okay? Because you guys don't see it. Okay? Mac, how'd you like my last video? I started drawing, shit, man, 2 months ago? Not even that. You kept talking about the flower, okay? The fleur-de-lis, right? What is it? Well, I'll show it pictorially, okay? Maybe I'll draw it out. But it's clear to see that you guys are gatekeepers, okay? Because Saturn is just a piece. And to my friend Bill, because I am not going to get into it with you, how you see your 3, 6, and 9 all the time, because of the other things that I'm doing, I'm now seeing what I've told you guys before, is you're just looking at one aspect of it. Today I was watching a ball game. This is not a lie. I'm sitting at the bar watching a ball game, and it's the Pittsburgh game, I believe. I don't follow baseball. But I look and I see the guy's got his jacket's 22. Well, what's 22? It's the Hebrew language, right? And then they show this beer. It's called I See Light. I See Light, and that's what I'm telling you guys. Because I'm going to be... Oh, and this is another thing. This book, the Urantia book, the people that put it out, they're called circleandsquares.com. Well, it's what? There's 3. It's circle, square, and the triangle, right? Well, who talks about the triangle? Lucius Trust, Alice Bailey, okay? You guys are clowns. You are in the system of the Luciferians. Now, I know upwards in over 100 and something of them now because of the mailing list. Very cordial people. Are they filled with the devil? I don't have any idea because I don't, I'm not inside them. Okay? I see people that are civil and I see people that are uncivil. Now, are there people keeping those people uncivil? Absolutely. Should education fill the world? Absolutely. That's why I'm here. That's why I talk about reading books. That's why I say let's get together. Don't mind the culture. Don't mind the creeds. Don't mind the religions. Learn to love thy neighbor. Okay? This is reality. I'm reality. For Xeon to break his word for the 30th time, where he and his buddies made all those crappy videos about me, making me think it was Bill, so that I went back and warred with Bill. It's the same way with Mac bringing up Bill again, trying to get me to fight with them. I'm not going to lower myself anymore to your childish little antics. You are undressed today. You are bare naked today in front of your friends and foes. You guys are following what you say. You're in this... I'm the super warrior that's doing this and that. I think you spend most of your time wasting your time. You would have figured out already by just Googling what you're following that you're following something that has to do with something else. So, everything that you guys in the horrible nightmares of reality in this world think is happening is happening. And everything that you think is good in this world and positive and hopeful that's happening in this world is happening in this world. You have the choice to take your reality out into the world with willpower and love and compassion and righteousness and do something better for your fellow man, woman, and child. And that means speaking your piece. That doesn't mean disarming yourself. It means being strong and kind. So, Xeon, you're all on notice. Why don't you make another video? Make some more videos, and I'll make some videos for you every once in a while. The Covenant of Love is coming back. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm sure my life will slow down at some point. Right now it's going extremely fast, and I'm actually in a better mood than usual. But life is not easy. It's never been easy. Life is hard. It's messed up. Bad things happen all the time. But I'm not going to sit here, okay? I'm not going to sit here and take your bullshit and not talk about it. It needs to be talked about. And the more you bring out these ludicrous ideologies, and especially from people that talk to aliens or talk to spirits in the woods, who see alien ships every single day. The one video I saw was like the crappiest video. You make it, one of the ones made it sound like he's seeing these huge orbs every day. It's not the case. Okay, I think he's taking it from. I think he's taking those stories from that 96 degree Mason. What's the guy's name with the long beard? He's on. There's a whole group of documentaries these people put out. They put out the Illuminati bloodlines. Pretty much most of those stuff all come from one place. I'll look it up right now and I'll put it in the description. But yeah, Xeon, you're a clown. You have no idea what you're into. I know what you're into. I know about all the ideologies surrounding what you're doing. I know where they come from. I know who they are. And I don't talk about it because you can get hurt. Now, am I saying that any of the individuals I spoke about are bad? No, I'm not. Okay, because I do have books on Luciferian magic that are heinous. But from the other things I look at, they have nothing to do with what really is going on. And for individuals that fear the New World Order, there's two ways it can go. You could be a coward and sit back and keep making all these videos about those are evil, they're evil. You have the right and the God-given gift to be yourself and to do good. And that's up to you. So this is Eric in a covenant of love, a covenant of comedy, a covenant of comedy. And I teach through archaic symbolism as best that I can, and I'm still learning. So sorry for the cursing, but I hope you people really listen and hear what I say. And for See the Truth, you got Contact Lock on because I was going to recommend a Alfred Hitchcock video where it had CC on the door, and then they went in and they played chess and they got into all sorts of stuff. I can clearly see the stuff that you guys are teaching. I also see, because I'm looking at not just Saturn and not just the red and blue, I'm looking at a lot of other things. So if you've made it this far and you have listened to me babble on about these people and rant, I have something for you. So we always talk about the 33 degrees. The 33 degrees is your spinal cord. 3 are fused, but it gets you above the neck. You then have 32 on each side veins that feed your body. Okay? That comes up to 97. So then there's the 3 that are 1. So the 99 percenters are not enlightened. The 99 percenters are not to the cortex and the pineal gland. So if you add it up, it's 100%. Okay? The reality is, as above, so below, permeates through every single thing. I'm going to be uploading a whole bunch of my old videos onto the Covenant of Comedy. I'm going to start to just reiterate and maybe more clearly show these things in my upcoming videos. I don't really feel the need to philosophize with too many people on here. I don't think too many of them are philosophizing. I listen to a lot of atheists. I listen to a lot of Satanists. I listen to a lot of different people. And I just feel there's always some kind of anger or hate involved. And that's the thing. Even in religion, I remember bashing my head in religion as well. So I don't really want to get involved with all that. I'd rather just show people lying. And that's what I like to do. And I'm going to keep doing that. And when I'm not, I'm going to try to make beautiful art. I'm not obviously just a one-trick pony. I've shown some different things on here. And I'm really very eclectic. I'm left-handed, hazel eyes. Name goes back to the 6th century. I put this stuff back out in the day. There's a reason why I know what I know. There's a reason why I don't talk about some stuff. Okay? The shit is real. And until you get that, you know, nobody on this YouTube is honest. They may think they're being honest, but nobody is completely honest. Just like everybody's hypocritical. Okay? Some people are huge hypocrites. Huge. Okay? That would be Mac. Okay? That'd be Xeon. Okay? Anybody that claims Christ and is doing what they do, it's ridiculous. So have a great day. Thank you for your time.